Hey everyone. Well, today's been a busy day. I did a live stream today for a egg cutting for clutch number 7, and now I get to pull a set of eggs from Venus, a albino that was paired to my boy Ozzy, which was also a visual albino black pastel. So stick around. And here we go with the albino girl. Actually, let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see her. She is a first time mother, so I'm not expecting a huge clutch. I saw, I think, 3. There may possibly be a 4th egg in there. She laid sometime in between 1 o'clock this morning and finished up at some point in time during the day. It's just after 8 o'clock when I'm recording this now. And this particular girl is actually my best friend's girl, Venus. And I paired her with my boy, Ozzy, who is a pastel or black pastel albino boy. I'd pull him out, but he's actually in blue right now, so I'm not going to bother him to show him off today. I will show him off when I go through and do the clutch update later on, so you guys can all see what he looks like. So I'm going to pull her off of her eggs and get the eggs set up. Pretty straightforward. Nothing for the most part has changed on my process. She doesn't seem at all defensive or anything like that. Very, very calm girl. And the reason for doing the pairing is she actually went off of food, and my friend had reached out to me to ask, and I took a look and I noticed that she was developing and going through the process of producing eggs, and I'm like, that's probably why she stopped eating. And I said, if you want, I can pair her up and everything, and he said sure. So she's been with me for a few months, paired her up to Ozzy, and here we are. So let's get her off of these eggs. And I do have a clean bin already set up for her. She'll get washed out and washed off to get the egg smell off, so I can get her right onto food. And it looks like we have 4 eggs. Oh, maybe 5. Nope, 4. Her tail was part of that. So, but she looks really good. Just double checking to make sure that she doesn't have any other eggs in her. I don't feel anything in her. And when you're checking, that concaveness in the stomach is kind of what you're looking for to make sure that they're not egg bound or anything like that. So I'm going to step away for a quick moment to put her into the clean bin. And as you can see, here are the eggs. And here is the egg box. And now I am just looking for my flashlight, which is not in the drawer where it should be. So I will pull out my phone. So what I'm going to do is just very carefully peel these off. Again, these haven't even been 24 hours yet, so they're not really that sticky yet. I'll go through and I can see, it's probably difficult to see on camera itself, but I can see vein work in here without shutting off the lights. Okay, I don't want that to roll, so I'm going to set that there for a second. One of the things that I actually found online that works good to help prevent the eggs from rolling is actually little plastic garden tags that you can use to label things for gardens and everything like that. I have found that they actually work really good, and they're plastic so they can be reused, so you don't have to worry about any additional issues when it comes to using like toothpicks or getting straws or anything like that. I also can't find my Sharpie, so I have to look for that, and I'll be right back. And I am back. Found the Sharpie. So again, I'm going to mark the top, and I'm going to take a cue from a couple of other people and start marking the actual clutch number onto the egg, just in case a couple of other breeders that I know do that and find it helpful. So I'm going to start doing that myself. Put this here so that it doesn't roll for now. And again, I'm being very, very gentle. These are not really stuck that much at all. Again, looking, I'm going to pull this one away. Good vein work. Set that one right there. That one was right there. And this is 9. Put the little line on it. And as far as the mixture for everything, I'm using some perlite, and again I use Orbeez in with the mix that have already been pre-saturated in advance. So when I very first found that she had eggs earlier this morning, I started the soaking process for the Orbeez to make sure that they were nice and soaked up. This one has good veins. Mark this right there. And I'll put the number on it in just a moment. And again, I'm just making sure that the embryo is at the top to where when it's developing, some people say it really doesn't matter, that it should be fine upside down. But I think with the concept that mom glues them together, that they should be oriented a specific way, that's the mentality and the thought process that I'm going to follow in making sure that things stay upright. And this one was right here. And again with a 9. So 4 eggs. I originally saw 3 earlier this afternoon when I was originally looking at this. So she did have 1 more in her. So I always like to give 12 to 18 hours from the start of the lay until after she's done to completely make sure that, I'll move that way, just to make sure that everything is out completely as far as the eggs go. So there we go there. Again, everything is away from the sides. And the last thing that I do is the press and seal. On the top. And I'll put the lid on there. And I already, again, made these earlier today. I was kind of excited. I knew that she was going to end up laying at some point in the next few days. It just happened to be the same exact day that I was doing phase clutches cutting. So it was kind of a fortuitous moment when it comes to, we'll switch here, when it comes to setting everything up. So it was kind of a nice little balance. So these will go right into the incubator, and we're looking at around October 4th-ish for this clutch to hatch. And this is probably my last clutch of this part of the season. I might have one more girl that I have one more that I paired that she's not showing signs anymore that she's actually going to lay. She's not bound or anything like that, so I don't think that she actually took, or that everything just reabsorbed, which does happen on occasion. So I will just keep an eye on her, but I think this is going to be the last clutch that drops for the season. I will be wrapping up and getting everything set up and start working on pairings for the fall, which will start at the end of September, beginning of October. I do have a few shows that I'm going to be doing in October, so it is going to be a little bit on the busy side. So I might push pairing off a little bit later, depending on timing and my availability to be able to get everything set up for it. But we'll see on that side of things. If you like this type of video, please do hit that thumbs up button, as that lets me know the types of things that you like to see. And also, if you've made it this far through this particular clutch setup and you haven't done so yet, do hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, click the notification icon, as that will let you know when I post new stuff. I generally try to post new videos on Mondays, but I also do the occasional live stream midweek, end of week, depending on what it is that I'm live streaming for. I do generally live stream all of my egg cuttings. So until next time, I'm Jack, and this is Python Addiction.